Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank the P&C, Deputy Principals and Principal for inviting me here tonight on behalf of the Music Faculty to talk to you about investing in our students' futures. Now, I don't need to tell you, particularly the parents in the room, how digitally connected our students are today. Between smartphones, laptops and portable tablets, they're connected to one another and the whole world virtually 24/7. But what I am here to tell you is that these technologies, in particular iPads, are no longer just for socialising and entertainment. Research has shown that these tools can be used in our classroom to enhance our students' learning. Tony Wagner asserts that the skills required by our students today extend far beyond the rote learning of previous times, now involving critical thinking and problem solving, collaboration across networks, effective oral and written communication, and curiosity, creativity, and imagination. And iPads are the perfect tool to foster all of these in our classrooms. If we look at the current setup of our music rooms here, with our interactive whiteboard and teacher up the front, how do you think the incorporation of iPads can change this learning environment? Well, imagine a classroom where the students control what is displayed on the whiteboard using an app on their iPads such as Splashboard. The interactive nature of the touchscreen devices encourage students to become active learners, directing and controlling knowledge creation and the direction of their lessons. Now, in the music program, we can use a program such as Incredibox to teach concepts of music from the syllabus such as duration and tone colour. Each student or group of students is given the same stimulus, but uses their creativity to explore and learn about these concepts with vastly different end products. So here's an example of one Incredibox clip. Now, as you can see, by dragging and dropping, any student, no matter what their musical ability, can create an experiment in a safe environment, and it's extremely engaging and fun. And it's this sort of student-directed learning that promotes higher order thinking skills identified in the New South Wales Quality Teaching Framework as essential to the creation of intellectual quality within a learning environment. Now, you can deepen the complexity of the exercises as you move through the stages of the music curriculum. Incredibox is merely a jumping off point from which live loops can be created and recorded in GarageBand, which you see here on the top left. Scores can be notated, adjusted and shared. And performances can be recorded on the inbuilt cameras, edited in iMovie, and the final product shared on YouTube for other students, parents, teachers and the whole community to see. Now, throughout this process, there are opportunities for teachers to use methods of both formal and informal assessment of learning, and more importantly, assessment for learning. And also throughout this process also highlights the sharing and collaborative capabilities iPads bring, which are major benefits identified in the Connected Classrooms program. Collaboration is a social activity which strengthens students' oral and written communication skills. This can be in the form of sharing the physical device in class, working on projects together, but it can also mean the sharing of ideas, resources and materials through the creation of a class wiki, blog or even virtual world. Students can contribute their ideas from their independent research, problem solve collectively, and constructively critique the contribution of others. In this sense, collaboration and sharing occur amongst students, but also opens up avenues of learning and collaboration between students and teachers. As teachers, we can learn as much from our students as they can from us. And finally, students can use one of the many diary or journal apps to reflect and think about their own learning. This is particularly useful in music for peer assessment, for HSC composition portfolios required by the Board of Studies, and for the essential practice of performance, self-assessment and critique, all of which develop metacognitive skills in our students, which we know is the vital ingredient to creating lifelong learners. In short, the scope of possibilities for the use of this technology is bound only by the imaginations of the teachers and students in the classroom. Thank you so much for having me.